Good morning, world. Well, literally just waking up, and I like to film a lot of videos before I edit, and then I put them all up at the same time. And since this is the day where I upload all of the videos, I thought, okay, let's just get one more in, and yeah. How's everyone doing? Last night, I was filming part 4 of this collective love reading that has been going on forever. Now I've stepped out of that. I don't know where y'all are in this world, but the winds of change are literally blowing. The winds of hell were just blowing a second ago. The wind was blowing last night, but it was a very spring magical wind. I feel as though something, when the winds of hell are blowing, I'm like, okay, something globally big has happened. It's kind of like a tower wind, if you will. So I'll be interested to see kind of what the flavor is of today. I feel really good. I feel really good right now. I may look a little bit rough. My sleep and my temperature has just been, I'm like right now sweating profusely. Now mind you, I don't control the heat in this apartment and it's radiators, but hot, cold. I feel like there's like and I feel like it's the world right now, these pendulous swings. In order to find the middle way, it's like these pendulous swings, and I'm really feeling it. Normally my temperature is always just hot. Not so much hot and cold, but this back and forth is it's a little bit too much, so I apologize. You'll probably see me put on my sweater, take off my sweater, take off my hat. Anyway, windows are open. Okay, so good morning. I thought I was gonna talk about something else because I had some notes, but we're just gonna freeform. We're gonna see what the cards want to talk about. What old spirit in the sky. Let's get some candles. Hold on. Yeah, I'm personally very excited for the winds of change. I feel very energized. We're coming up to this full moon, and like I mentioned in one of my last videos, I tend to feel the full moon the most, like definitely 3 days before and 3 days after, but my sleep has been way off. I'm a person who goes to bed like a grandpa. I go to bed early, but get up like 3:30, 3:45. Old farmer style, my Ukrainian roots. I'm sure my great-grandparents would be proud. Hold on, I'm trying to light all the things here. But yeah, I have been unable to sleep. I've just been wired, like the energy, feeling really excited, feeling passionate, but also like directed, like on a global, like on a more activist, like ready to fight the good fight. But my sage is still in this heart shape. Love never fails. I'm really into, yeah, whenever in doubt, look up and just remember that if you need to remember that love always wins, all of our art, our music, our films, love always wins. It's the hero's story. You might lose a couple battles, but love never loses the war, okay? We might lose a couple battles here and there. What might look like we're losing, but no, we never lose the war. So, all right. Even the decks, I was like, who wants to get used? I have a deck. Man, when I first got this deck, the Illuminated Tarot. When I first got this deck 3 years ago. I was obsessed, and even the cardstock. Oh, it feels so good. This, yeah, oh, right, yeah. The cardstock, but she also combines, there's always two cards within one. Like, where's that? Whatever, we'll get there. Okay, well anyways, this deck wants to come out. I'll start with this. Let's see. What do we want to talk about? Spirit? I have no idea. Some of the songs that came through this morning, I was just waking up. I like music. I love a good shuffle. Marvin Gaye's Can I Get a Witness? Very upbeat music this morning. Like, very oh, like, I felt good. So yeah, Can I Get a Witness? Marvin Gaye. MIA's Pull Up the People, I believe. Great song. Who else did we have? There was a Ravi Shankar song whose name I can't remember nor pronounce properly. That was a banger. Oh yeah, Queen Latifah, UNITY, exactly. Unity, people. Nice. The Ace of Wands with Strength in there. This big kitty energy has really been showing up. I'm all for it. Because also my North Node is Leo. I'm a Gemini, but I always felt like I would be a Leo, but then in Vedic astrology, the emphasis is on the Leo, so I appreciate that big kitty energy, you know? Like, roar. Okay. Also, this line is very playful. It's got kind of a bit of, I also don't know why the cards really, when I sit in this position, they just fly out. Okay. Oops. Oh, blue eyes. A blue-eyed lion. Ooh. Who are my blue-eyed Leos right now? Good morning. Very playful energy that I'm getting. Kind of like a dog energy where he's got the Ace of Wands in his mouth and he's like, let's play. I'm also getting a bit of the Chinese dragon with this. Again, very big energy, expansive, fortuitous, regal, royal, nobility, ancient. What other words? The blue eyes. And even the colors. So we have a lot of that sacral, the orange, green, got some heart chakra, the blue eyes, the blue nose, the blue teeth. Seeing the truth, speaking the truth, smelling the truth. It's true, like, truth resonates. I wouldn't think of it as, but you do, you sniff out the truth. Ace of Wands, passion. Okay. Continue. Oh, I believe this is the Five of Wands, but with the Lovers. I'm gonna have to consult the book here, but I believe, hold on, let's see. This is where sometimes it gets a bit confusing. I have not pulled this deck out in a really long time. Okay. Ooh, again, the blues. The blues, the orange, and a little hint of green. Okay. Where are you? Oh, it's the Devil. It's not the Lovers. I thought it was the Lovers. Interesting. Keywords: temptation, attachment, control. Okay. I'm gonna pull a few more out, and then I'll tuck in a little bit there. All right. sorry. I pulled, I was getting locked in there. Forgot that I'm talking to people. So we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Swords. this is how I've been feeling late at night, where I just like, not because of the Nine of Swords, but just being like wide awake, just being like, can I go to sleep now, Moon? Moon, can I please sleep? Yeah, this seems to be really collective, because this ace, it's like the planet. I feel as though okay. And going back to that music this morning. So it's really talking about this kind of, again, pulse on the finger of what is occurring right now globally, the micro and the macro, in our own lives, in the micro. So it's really about taking untenable situations and finding that balance of the fire of, you need that energy to push forward, but there needs to be a little bit of playfulness. There needs to be a sense of like, I've got big energy and we're fighting this fight, but we're gonna do it with heart, because the line is big, got it, big heart, passion, fire. Again, there's just this really a sense of magnitude, majestic magnitude, unshakable, unmovable, a force to be reckoned with. And so I can see by this global energy, yeah, I used to live in the States, and just all over the world. I also have my finger on the pulse. It is not lost on me what is occurring. And it's hard not to have some serious concerns. But this message to me is really talking about hold fast. Hold fast, and also just remember that it is our God-given right that there shall be no person, place, or thing, entity, or energy that can take away from your joy or from your happiness. Unfortunately, we live in polarity, so this and that are true. Terrible things are always going to be occurring. This seems to be the nature of the beast. Life happens. And with life happening, there's going to be tragedy, there's going to be horrors, there's going to be heartbreak, there's going to be illness, there's going to be loss. And what is the divine comedy is that this and that are true. And so it's about learning how to see with both sides, to see the tragedy and to see the beauty, and to play with that. You can be both equally keep 10 toes, 5 toes on love's business, joy, mirth, merriment, grace, celebration, connection, joy. I'm just seeing joy, like that is our birthright, you know? Like just pure unadulterated joy. And it's hard to get there when you're here. But as I like to tell my son, first things first. And we don't know until we know, and so you just deal with things one thing at a time as it's occurring. And another thing I personally like to do and use, and this might be useful for some people, because our brain doesn't know the difference between thought and real things. Like if you think something terrible, like let's say you're playing out a worst case scenario, your brain can't tell the difference between what is like imagining and what is a real event, and it's going to respond the same way to both. So where was I going with this. Hold on. Morning brains. Oh yes, I remember. So I like to call it to like truth, so that the neural pathways, my brain can know the truth of a moment. So even if there's 10 billion awful, truly awful things occurring in your life, because it's not about negating, not being like, oh, everything's perfect. No, this and that are true. You can have some really awful, hard things occurring. But if you catch yourself in a moment where, like right now, I could say to myself, right here, right now, I am safe. Because I am safe. I am safe. I'm healthy. I have food. My son is safe. He has food. The birds are chirping. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can break it down into some really, like, right here, right now, I'm okay. Right here, right now, I'm more than okay. Right here, right now, and especially if you're spending time with good people, right here, right now, I'm like with, I'm having a lovely time with this person. Right here, right now. So, because it's hard when, it's kind of like when you're surfing and you get your ass kicked by a wave, it's really hard when real life circumstances are continuously happening. Like I said, it's not about negating, pretending terrible things aren't happening, but this and that are always true. Even when terrible things are happening, there's still so much beauty and connection and tenderness happening. And sometimes it might be small, but you don't want to lose sight of miraculous miracles. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else from this deck? Let's see. Get over there. Okay. The Death card. Yeah, you know what? Capitalism and the patriarchy is dying right now. This big energy. So there's some, oh yeah, see, it's coming out again. The devil. This devil, 5 of Wands with the 4 of Swords and Death. Yeah. I love all this blue though. And this blue and purple, this is such a sexy card. I love this. I really do. I wish you guys could feel the particular, it's got ridges. It feels, whatever paper stock that they use, wherever they got these cards made, like, kiss the chef. I still really feel like the devil, this to me is like the Lovers. It's about making a choice. I'm psychically tuning in. I'm gonna run with the Lovers, because the Lovers can also be about making a choice. And going back to like neural pathways, feelings aren't facts. So I personally like to remind my little computer, I call it universal math, and like, what is truth? And I like to go in and, lay down some new neural pathways, and to make a choice that no matter what, I personally am committed to love. Even if I'm in my own shadow, that love is always my personal North Star. And not to be afraid of change. Like, unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, like, this life is short. We're all guaranteed we gotta die at some point. I know culturally, for a lot of us in Western culture, like, death is really terrifying, but like, it's just cyclical. It's what we all do. And the flowers. flowers. They're showing me with those flowers. Oh, with the fire. Yes, okay. So you see the fire? You see, and then the flowers. So they're showing me, I don't know the name of the tree that has a seed, but whenever there's wildfires, there's a particular tree that only has a type of seed that its sole purpose is that it only gets activated through fire. That's what we are. We're the seed. We're getting activated through the fire. Yes. Oh, we're all collectively, we are the phoenix burning. we are burning the fuck up. We are calling the herd. We are burning this shit down. But we are all that seed that gets activated through the fire. Ooh. Yeah. I could think of a few people I would fire right now in the world. Or straight to jail, as they say. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get in. Where's the deck? Okay. Let's get into the Psychic Tarot. Now, I do have dyslexia, but when I was looking at it this morning, I saw the Psychotic Tarot, and I think we can collectively all agree there's a bit of a psychotic flavor in the air, isn't there, with some of our leaders? Well, again, I personally, I just trust. I mean, we're in for one hell of a ride, but I trust. Historically, like, we do this dance, but love, because that's all we are. Like, we can explore the spectrums till the cows come home. At the end of the day, even for these dark fucks, like, we all come from the same spot. So, okay, let's see. Collective Spirit, what do you want to talk about? What's the message? Going back to smell. I feel as though someone's wearing something with patchouli in it. I haven't smelled patchouli in a while. There's a real... Yeah, it's coming in out of nowhere. It's like someone's standing right beside me. Ooh, yeah, the universe. Ooh, positive movement forward. Triumphant success. This is what I'm talking about, gang. We're all good. Movement, choices, decisions. Exactly. It's a choice. Love is a choice. The sun. Oh! I'm very excited. Oh, shit, cinnamon. Look. The last card. Solar plexus. Okay. So we have the universe. Positive movement forward. Again, look at that sun. Just cruising. We have the Sword of Truth. Triumphant success. Exactly. There's no other way. I don't know about you, but I didn't come all this way and crawl out of like 9 million layers of hell just to go out on some shit note. Like, I'm a go big or go home kind of person. Like, I did not come all this way to do this life just to end like a fart in the breeze, you know? Like, I'm here for movement, choices, and decisions. Like, I know what I choose. And I choose. That's part of my prayer every day. Like, I am the light. I come from the light. I won't return to light. Like the sun. Yes. All day, every day. With the solar plexus. Exactly. Our inner light. Arms wide open. Yeah, the universe. You know what I'm being shown? Okay, so years ago, and I've always loved this analogy because it's so true, and I was thinking about this the other day. in regards to myself, where I felt like the little kitten. So many years ago when I was living in New York City, this beautiful woman that was like an acquaintance, but just beautiful human being, Michelle. We had this agreement where when we weren't feeling spiritually evolved enough to pray for the people or like the circumstances in our own lives, we would pray for each other. I'd be like, okay, Michelle, here's my deal. Pray on this. And I would do like this. But I remember her saying to me once, she's like, you know what it's like for you right now? She's like, it's when you have a kitten and it hasn't been to the vet yet, and you have to pick it up by its little scruff and put into the cage, which they really don't like because they don't know what the fuck's going on. And so they are scrapping you. Like, they are fighting for their life, right? Because to the kitten, they're like, seriously, all of a sudden it feels as though you're betraying them. This is what I mean. This is like an analogy for the universe. Where we're the little kittens, where we're like, what the fuck, my guy? What the fuck? And we're freaking out the whole time. Even when we get to the vet, you're like, what? How is this in my best interest? How the fuck is this in my best interest? You shove me in a cage. You're manhandling me. I'm freaked out. I'm getting a needle. I'm being manhandled by this weird person with gloves and, you know, like, but they don't realize is that, like, the vet is, like, really in your best interest. That it's, like, it's going to be short-lived. It's a moment in time. And then you'll be back to, like, sleeping on the couch licking your paws. Right? And I've always loved that because it's true. There's moments I'm a man of trust and faith, but I don't care what kind of authority power you are. If I think that you're not coming correct, and sometimes I do, sometimes I question the universe. Ooh, and I get spicy. If I think God, source, spirit is fucking around, I'm really unsure, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a spicy guy. We've worked it out, but I laughed when Michelle, because I feel like, because my cats were rescue kitties from New York, they were feral, I feel like a feral kitten sometimes where I don't know what the fuck's going on. I feel like you're not coming correct, so I'm gonna hiss and use my little kitty claws to be like, no. See, the universe is really saying, listen, I know it seems rough, but what seems untenable is actually positive movement forward. Because it's true. In order for us to know what we are, we have to first experience what we aren't. Like, I don't know how many lifetimes we need to do collectively this dance of depravity, cruelty, to really remember that we are not that, you know? And look at this guy. This is the energy I've never noticed this. This hand is coming up through the goddamn soil. And that's how I feel sometimes. It's like, you will have to rip my joy, my happiness, my connection to source out of my goddamn hands. Like, you will have to, out of my dead body. And I feel like that would be me. I would be buried. You can try to snuff out my light, and even in death, I would still be holding my sword of truth and being like, no, love always wins. I'm loving this energy, guys. But it's always about a decision. Am I right or am I right? Every day is a choice. What are we going to choose? And yeah, for me, it's always the light. That's so nice. That's really nice. Okay. Okay. Wait, do you want me to read from the book? You know what? This guy actually has some beautiful messages. Let's see. Is there something in here that you want me to read from the book? He's actually, one thing that I noticed when I bought this deck is I really loved the messages from his book. Okay. Should we go to light? I'm feeling the light. Okay, hold on. Okay, I literally opened up onto the choices cards, the one that we actually have, so I'll start there. This card indicates a time of movement. Significant changes and choices must be made. With hard work, great effort, and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you. Whether they concern money, business decisions, or other projects, it's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. Exactly. We are a collective. It takes a village. We're not going to get out of this fight without each other. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. Going back to the Lovers. Okay. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move towards your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidence. Sorry, I'm really stumbling all over the place here. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. They're all a part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. Rock on. Okay. Oh, now we're at the universe. Okay, I'm just going to follow the randomness because it's literally going to the cards that I've already pulled, but it's in an order. Okay, so universe. You've come far on your journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolizes completion, triumph. See, the word triumph. I'm telling you, my people. Don't worry about it. Love always wins. Triumphant. Successful. Victorious. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana and reflects that the work that you've accomplished on your travels, but most importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command. Exactly. This whole world belongs to us. It doesn't just belong to malevolent fucks. Sorry. I'm spiced up. But like for the love side, you know? Like I'm just like yeah. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shined so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your soul. Sorry. Wait, I had a thought there until that car started dinging. God, I hate when I lose a thought. It'll come back. Okay. I'm loving this for everyone. Who's next? Oh yeah, solar plexus. Is there anything here? Not so much. I'm gonna keep it moving. Solar plexus, it's our sun. It's, you know, our will, our ability to be like, here I am, world. Hugs and kisses. Okay, let's go to the sun. Yeah, there we go. Light. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. This is what I'm saying. This is our God-given right. Life is not meant to, it's the spectrum. Yes, life is still going to happen. We all have to have trials and tribulations, but essentially though, we are we are meant to be experiencing things like joy, mirth, childlike awe and wonder, magic, again, connection, playfulness, curiosity, creativity. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, okay. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. Going back to that death card, right? It seems like the end. It's not. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to the rays of your spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest, most joyful of memories will light the path before you even, will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. Yeah. Exact. Doot, 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 doot. I really like that truth card. The hand coming out of the soil, that's my energy. I really relate to that kind of commitment. Being buried in the ground, being like, I'm still here. I'm still here. Yes. Triumphant success. The first of the mental cards signifies that new beginnings and exciting challenges may be before you. By utilizing your strength, willpower, determination, and focus, there's the potential for you to reign triumphant in many areas of your life. In traditional tarot, this card represents the Ace of Swords, and since a sword is double, again, polarity, it can cut through all the barriers that hold you back if it's done constructively and with precision. Remember that there's another side to the blade. If you're rash or use it in a destructive way, it could be harmful to yourself and others. Always pause and think before you act. This card is a reminder to vanquish negative thoughts from your mind, strengthen and tap into your mental powers, and use clarity with control in order to initiate new ways of thinking. Beautiful. Well, I think that's a nice little check-in. I'm gonna keep this to that. Because I need to get on with the day and go upload these videos. But like, I feel like that's a very nice, clear message. All right. Well, Spirit. Okay, wait. Okay, Spirit would love the Crow deck. Okay. Oh, jeez. Pardon me. I think because spring's coming, my allergies are a little bit preemptive. I apologize for a sniff. Okay. Okay, Crow. Beep. I hear you, world. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming out there. All right. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Five of Swords. The Magician, exactly. And okay, so it was the Eight of Pentacles, about the Five of Swords, followed by the Magician. Beautiful. that 5 of Pentacles, so the 2 5s, and then the other 8 following. So we have 2 8s, 2 5s, but really, my piles kind of fall under each other, so it takes work. It takes a lot of work. It takes mastery to not become the 5 of Swords, to not play those games. Hatred, low vibrational energy. I hate to say it, like hatred is it's so easy. It's like the easiest path. It's like the easiest drug. It's like hatred is the new drug, but it's like it requires no effort. So it takes a lot of work, because 8 of Pentacles is not just about work, it's about mastery. That's self-mastery. Upstairs. Also yesterday, I do not have rats or mice. Mice or rats were running through the wall. My cats were going nuts. Yeah, there's a scurrying of energies. If you're low vibrational, hate to break it to you, it's not going to be pleasant. Because I keep hearing all rise in the courtroom, all rise. But you know what it is? It's the people. We are all rising. Everyone is fed the fuck up. Everyone has eyes wide open. People are remembering that also there's more of us than there are of you. And when I say you, I mean darkness. So like shit or get off the pot, you know? So then with the Magician being under that mastery, it's like we all have the means. We all have everything at our disposal to create the world that we want to live in. And with this 5 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Swords, yep. We have all these powers that be that want to keep us gaslit, keep the world starving, keep the world just enslaved. But going back to the 8, the people who are rising, we're all saying collectively, it's not enough anymore. My cups, you can gaslight us till the cows come home, and you can offer up your empty cups, your lip service. Love is an action. And so that 8 of Cups is being willing to walk away from what could have been comfortable, what could have been promised. People are done. All rise, right? Cool. All right. Oh, and then, okay, wait, sorry, there was one last card. King of Swords. Yeah, it's the truth. This little crow, he doesn't need to use his sword right now. He just keeps it close by in case he needs to point out things to people. But again, it's not about mincing words. It's really about like the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth. And it's always about a choice. I don't know about y'all, but I choose love. Again and again and again, as M.I. says in that song. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, worlds. And yeah, see you in the next one.